Hi, this video is going to help you do your references page, as we used to call it, and now we call it your reference list. It comes at the end of your essay or the end of your Google slideshow or wherever it is that you had to cite sources. And this is the long list of all your sources, okay? So some of the tabs that you're going to need open is the Dell Tech APA 7 Style Guide. I already have a sample of that open, and it looks like this. But you're going to need that open, and you are also going to need a sample APA reference page. So if you go back to the course and you go under Unit 1, The American Dream, and you scroll down to the bottom, you will see a sample APA reference page, and I already have that open. And you will also need your essay open, and in my case I have a Google Doc because I'm going to show you how to do a references page on a Google Doc. However, for you it will be the last page of your essay, not on the same page as your essay. So you'll get to the bottom of your essay and then you'll go down to the next page and you will start your reference list there. So for the sake of this example, I will show you on a Google Doc. Okay, so now we want to go back to the APA Citation Style Guide from Dell Tech, and we want to read what it says here about the reference list. The reference list begins on a new page at the end of the paper with the heading References. It is usually arranged alphabetically by the author's last name. So let's just stop there. And we will pretend like this is the last page of my essay. And notice that there's nothing on it. And I'm going to type the word references just like it says to do in the directions. And I'm going to make sure it's centered. And I'm not going to make it in bold print or underline it or make it italicized or anything fancy. And we're going to go back to the guide, and it says, if the author's name is not known, alphabetize by the title, ignoring any initial A, an, or the. Okay, so let's look at the sample APA page. So you see references at the top. And then you see it is organized alphabetically by the author's last name. And it is double spaced in between entries and within entries. Okay? All right. So now we're going to go back to the guide. And we need to find the type of source that we're going to be using. If you are using a hardback book, you would use the sample under books. If you were going to use a hardback reference book, you would use the sample under reference books. If you're going to use a magazine or a newspaper that is an actual copy, you would use periodical articles. But we are using sources from the internet, so we're going to go down to the internet and online sources. And they show you different types of internet sources, and we are going to use the web page example. So if you look at all the information that is needed, it's right here, and I'll go through it with you, but also this tells you exactly what you need, and down here is a sample to compare it with. So you have to set it up exactly like this sample, and you have to use the same punctuation. So for example, author means the author's last name. So if you look down below, Bhatnagar is the author's last name. Notice there's a comma after the last name. You put the comma. The first initial with a period, first initial P with a period. If there is a middle name, you would put the middle initial with a period. But there is no middle name. Next is the date of publication or the last update in parentheses. And if you look down here, you can see how it's supposed to be set up. So it would be parenthesis, year, comma, month, and day, parenthesis, period. And you need to set yours up exactly like that. Next is the title of the document. And notice that just the first letter of the first word is capitalized. And also notice that it is in italicized writing, which is slanted writing, and it has a period at the end. So let's look down at the example. Is India's outsourcing honeymoon over? That's the title. Notice that it is italicized or in slanted writing, and they've only capitalized is. The only reason India is capitalized is because it is a country. Okay? So make sure you put the period at the end. In this case, it has a question mark. Next is the site name. So that would be CNN, or it could be the New York Times, or it could be the Washington Post, whatever you put it there with a period. Okay, next is the URL of the web page, which means the web address. And you can see here is the web address. And this has all the information that you need with the correct punctuation, and it is set up correctly because it has a hanging indent. And a hanging indent means that if you run out of the first line and you run down to the next line, everything after the first line needs to be indented, and that's called a hanging indent. So notice how that goes in, and I will show you how to do that. Now I'm going to show you a sample, and I just have to delete what's already on here. Okay, so you're going to find your sources, and we're going to use Is the American Dream Really Dead by Carol Graham, Brookings, and June 20th, 2017. So I'm going to start with Graham, the author's last name, followed by a comma, and her first name is Carol, so the first initial with a period. She does not have a middle name, so we're going to go right to the date, and it is June 20th, 2017. With a parenthesis and a period. Next is the title. Is the American Dream Really Dead? And you're going to italicize that. So you're going to highlight it and click on the I. And then you want to make sure you go one space over and unclick the I. Next is the source. It's Brookings. And then you are going to get the URL, which is here. So I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to paste it. Okay, so now this has to be turned into a hanging indent, because whenever you run out of room on the first line and it goes down to the next line, you always have to do a reverse indentation, which is essentially a hanging indent. So you're going to put your cursor in front of the reference. Okay, and you're going to go to Format, Align and Indent, Indentation Options, Special Indent, Hanging, Apply, and it is going to indent the second line. And then you are going to have to make sure you double space it. And there you have your first entry. So you're going to keep using your examples, and you're going to set up your references with the sample, and you're going to put them in alphabetical order, make sure they're double spaced, and make sure you do a hanging indent. And that is the end of how to do a reference list at the end of your research paper or Google slideshow or whatever it is that you need to put your references. Thank you.